Yeah, what's happening? Yo, shout out to everybody. This your boy Anonymous Hebrew. Shout out to the Argument League in conjunction with Unapologetically Israel. Salutes to Solar Vision Debate League and everyone else that Swab works with as a sponsor. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I know it's only like 4 or 5 of y'all. We going in at like 4 or 5 in the morning. It is what it is. So one of the main reasons we doing this is because this when I actually get my day started, right? So we're going to start to address some of this, as you can see in the title. And I ain't even going to hold y'all long because I'm going to be right back at it at 8. Then I'm going to be right back at it again at 5 or 6 p.m., sometime like that. So I guess y'all thought it was a game, right? I guess you thought that you could come in here and play with me, call me all types of names and call me some type of pedo. Ain't that what I heard earlier? And I'm saying, yeah. I ain't going to forget none of that, fam. Like, I ain't finna let none of that go. Y'all got the game all the way twisted. And yes, I'm talking to you, son. Talking directly to you now. See, you put my name and stuff, and I ain't never did no stream on you or nothing. So don't get it twisted, though. We're going to deal with it. And the reason I wanted to go in right now is because I wanted to let you know, like, this ain't about views. This ain't clout chasing. This ain't none of that. This is strictly dealing with you and your irresponsible media coverage of the Polight scandal. There it is. Now it's out there. So let's address some of the things that's in the room. You feel me? Let's address some of this. Number one, the accusation that us over here at the Argument League and the debaters at SVDL, oh, they want to take down Sinetta and HOK. We don't care about you. As a debate league, we don't care about you. Now, there's a few people in the debate league that may have a problem with you. But see, that's why y'all got to understand something. This is a debate league that deals with separate entities, deals with completely separate different things. Now, as it pertains to the Argument League, that's something also completely different. See, this is Swab's separate brand. Now, the debaters do come over here and debate, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. So when you see these people and your names in the videos and you decide to come out and call me Anonymous Hebrew a pedo, nigga, you done lost your mind. So let me explain to you, since you worried about me and all in my private life. Yes, I stay anonymous because I own multiple businesses, because I am an entrepreneur, because I have financial licenses attached to me. That's number one. But number two, since everybody else want to be in my business, I don't got nothing to hide. I'm taking care of my older daughter. And so I want to make sure that I'm taking care of her until she get all the way into college. And then I'll come out and start letting y'all know what it is that I do and all the way who I am. But make no mistake, people have seen me. People do business deals with me. I ain't burned nobody out here. I'm not out here involved with none of that. And the funny thing is, since you got such this crack research team and all that, I ain't telling you to go research me. But if you do, what you will find out is nothing. I'm a former military veteran. Yes, I'm a veteran. So if you want to call me an agent, go ahead. I'll put my track record up against yours. Because what I do is go around here and try to figure out how to promote unity. As an Israelite, I try to work with Black Power, Muslims. It doesn't matter. You name them, I'll try to work with them. Because I'm not working as a COINTELPRO provocateur like yourself. And notice, I'm not saying nothing about your wife. I'm dealing directly with you, even though she run around all the time with my name in her mouth. So now let's get a couple of things straight. Number one, ain't nobody no pedos over here, or pedos, or whatever way you want to say it. Number two, didn't nobody take it easy on Solar. We wasn't covering nothing. Unlike you, as soon as we found out, we went in. Understand that? As soon as we found out, we went in. We went on ahead and dealt with everything that we could. We researched it. We grabbed the documents. We set him down on the phone. We talked to his brother. And if it was possible, we would have talked to the unfortunate person that was involved in that situation. So you went around and say, oh, you calling her a liar. No, that's not what we said. What we said is when it went to court, it didn't add up, and the court did what they did. So we dealt with it as such. But to take that situation and to try to compare it to what we see on record with Polight is irresponsible. And I'm being nice. See, here's the problem, old man. You want to keep talking to people as if you haven't put yourself in a position to say that you are the authority. You are the Black conscious leader. You are the quote unquote pioneer in Black consciousness. And then when it's time to show that you're a leader, you curl up and cower away. You start to run around here and throw people's records out here like a federal agent. So let's deal with that also. You threw Taz's record out here. But Taz has gone on record to show you with his paperwork that everything you claiming about him is false. You threw Solar out here. We went through Solar's paperwork and you lied on that. And we can even show how you doctored those documents. So you really think that we gonna sit back and allow you now to lie on us and call us a pedo? You ignorant bastard. Don't you ever part your crack smoking lips to ever call me a pedophile in the rest of your natural born Black ass life. I ain't never smoked crack. Ain't never did none of that, fam. And if you are lucky enough to find out who I am, you will not find any of that nonsense on my record. Bro, you want to play with me? Not on my watch, nigga. You got the right one. I told you I had never put you in the stream. Now you got my entire focus. You old, dusty, dirty bastard. You ain't even a dusty. You the dirt on the bottom of the dusty bag. And I'm going to tell you why. Because for whatever reason, you can't seem to figure out that with great responsibility, nigga, and all of this extra shit, and I ain't gonna quote the little punk ass shit. I'm saying you got a great responsibility. Why? Because you have a big ass platform in the Black community. But instead of using it correctly, you using it to attack people and then running around here like a 5-year-old petulant child when you started with me. Nigga, grow the fuck up. There is a victim involved that you refuse to come out and act like you care about. You dealt with things when it came to Bambaataa. You dealt with things and all of these other stuff. You showing your nephew today talking about he'll come and beat everybody ass. He'll come beat everybody ass over in the Solar Vision Debate League. Nigga, then why you can't cover Polight situation? Watch this. Watch. Let me help you. Let me show you how easy it is. Because people have made it easy for you now. People have made it easy for you now. Watch. Let me share my screen. See, because you seem to think niggas is idiots. Then I'm gonna give you my resume in a second, because you seem to think I'm playing with your weak ass. Watch this. Now, shout out to Zion Lex. This is Zion Lex channel. He showed us how easy it is to do this. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. You know what? Let me do this, because I forgot who we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this just in case. Let me get over here. We're gonna stop screen. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you this real quick. Let me give you the copyright real quick. All right, there we go. There we go. So that's our copyright. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying, we can actually do commentary. And shout out to Zion Lex. I'm giving credit to him, to his channel. This is in no way, shape, or form. I don't want to make this clear. Me going off on you today, and in no way, shape, or form. Suave, it's not Zion Lex. This is anonymous Hebrew. So when you decide to go and slander people again, go ahead and get my name right. It ain't Suave. It ain't Zion. It ain't nobody else. It's me. Watch this. And I'm going to deal with your minions tonight, too. Here we go. No audio. All right, they say the audio ain't playing. Hold on, let me fix this for you. No problem. No problem. No audio. All right, they say the audio ain't playing. Hold on, let me fix this for you. No problem. set this up. Now, while I'm getting this set up, that's fine. I'll go ahead and get this set up for you. But make no mistake. Now watch. Now here's the funny part. Now, and watch this. Here's the amazing part. You got this already set up. I got to come here and do this for you tonight. I got to come here tonight or first thing in the morning and set this up because you refuse to address it, because you refuse to cover this situation. You refuse to give us any type of explanation of how this happens. So now everybody else who don't do this, now watch this. I ain't no media person. I ain't no YouTuber. I just recently started a channel. I readily admit that to everybody. That's not me. I wasn't out here running around to be what Domo called a YouTube nigga. I was a debater in a debate league, and I do commentary on various channels. But a weak ass nigga like you got to force people to step up and do this because you refuse to actually cover a situation correctly. And then you wonder why we don't fuck with you. You wonder why we telling you that we want more from you. All of this simply because you refuse to do what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to do this the easiest way then. I'm going to give you the straight commentary. Watch this, because I'm going to show you the other way how it's easy. You just go to the Miami-Dade County Clerk. I'm going to talk to y'all while I'm pulling up right now. Click on the first thing. It's the Miami-Dade County Clerk of Courts. You go to Criminal Court. Click Search Criminal Cases. Right? Do a case search. And then they give you an option to put in the defendant's name. You type in the name. Everybody know the brother's name by now. Everybody know his name by now, right? We're going to type in his name. I'm going to show you how easy this was for you. And then I'm going to cook your weird ass. Watch this. I'm not a robot. Click the search. Oh, lo and behold, it pops up. Now I'm going to share screen for you. We're going to get it in for the next 20 or 30 minutes. And then I'm going to be back in another 4 hours. And then I'm going to be back another 6 hours after that. And then I'm going to be back after that. I'm not going to stop until you do what the hell you're supposed to do. You call me a goddamn pedo. You weird ass nigga. You done fucked up, bro. I got you, though. Let me make sure everything is sharing. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can see everything. Give me a 1. Press a 1 in the chat. We got a couple people in here. Press 1 in the chat. You know, let me make that a little bigger because I'm looking. Make sure it look a little bigger. There we go. Now everybody should be able to see it. Let me show you how easy this is, bro. Now understand, I'm not putting this out here to disrespect this man or anything like that. These are just the charges that are on him. I'm not going to go into all the personal stuff about the case. I'm just going to show you what the NBC News situation would have showed you. They showed you his charges, right? So notice, all I'm doing is showing the charges right now. These are the charges. This is simple. This is simple, bro. All you had to do was go and show us the charges and tell us that you would have kept dealing with this over and over and over again. We didn't even tell you that you had to cancel them, but instead you chose to be a coward and attack everybody else. You want to bring everybody records into it. You want to call people names. You want to turn your little attack dog loose on everybody as if she has any merit at this point. And then I'm going to tell you where you really messed up. You brought your 2 little hitters off the bench as if I ain't sat them down before. Nigga, who you think got at Judah the first time? And ain't nobody worried about Rob. You sent a dude who's running around here hollering about killing people's kids and their wives, and another fool who running around here talking about he'll have his wife rape people. Yes, and that's who you're telling us is your champion? That's who you telling us that we supposed to listen to? That's who you just gave a wrench to today? That's what it is? That's what you're doing? Hold on, let me stop this screen because now I'm going to give you this work that you're asking for. So since you want to involve everybody at SVDL, let's ask Jabari. Let's ask Jabari, oh, Swayze, if he backs up Judah Nazara telling people that he going to send his sister to rape him. Let's ask Shaka Amos if he approves with Rob telling people he'll kick over their baby stroller. Black people, that he'll come. Let's ask him if they agree with Rob saying, Solomon, you got to pay me $100,000 or we going to show your record Yeah, that's extortion and threatening to rape. And these are your two newest people that you showed and put in front of us. And you lied on everybody else's police record when all you had to do was come show them charges. Bro, who the fuck you think you playing with? Oh yeah, y'all brought me out of retirement. You AARP goddamn recipient. Sit your ass back down on the bench if you ain't got what it take to give us what we need as a people at this point. See, here's the problem with old people who don't want to acknowledge new people that's coming. Because make no mistake, as an Israelite, I respect my elders. But you not acting like an elder. You acting like a petulant child. Like you haven't figured out that either you need some help or that you got the wrong people around you. Shout out to everybody in your camp who actually trying to do the real thing. And I think there's maybe only one or two of those. But everybody else, if you hearing this, you leading that man astray. You allowing him to come on here and doctor paperwork, slander people, and avoid the elephant in the room, which is that Michael Nowak has charges of sexual battery on a 14-year-old. That's it and that's all. That should be the only conversation. But instead, you brought everybody else in here, and guess what we did? We didn't run. We didn't run from it. We stepped in and addressed it, and you still got a problem with it. Well, you didn't ask the right questions. No, y'all gave them softballs. But you only played a portion of it. Because if you go back and play the whole thing, I was the one that turned up and said, hold up, this is a hound session. You ain't getting off. I pressed him. And no, we didn't sit back and prep no questions. Yes, I heard him talking to his brother. Yes, I told him to go get the paperwork so we can see it. Because if you don't, I don't know, and nobody else knows that they can fuck with you because we need to see all the paperwork. That's what we told him, because that's what real men do. Once they find out something that they don't know about, they say, hey, look, man, bring that here. Bring that in front of the congregation. Bring that in front of the people. And you know what he did like a grown man? He did it. And then instead of fucking applauding the brother for being a fucking man, you use that as a way to attack him and lie on him and put him out here as if he has a pedophilia record, which he does not. Nigga, I got 2 daughters and a son and a wife in his house. Do you ever think that I could put myself in a position where I would be good with a pedophilia situation? Fuck no. But instead, you get online and you slander people. You've specifically slandered every debater in this league, of which I am the champion of which you've been calling me, begging me to come debate certain people, throwing Garfield in my face, trying to act as if though I could debate Shaka Amos and all of this extra shit. But then when you get online, you're playing old recycle videos. We don't even know if Shaka really want to debate anybody right now, because from what I've seen, he's doing his best to put out information and try to figure out how to build, even with Christians. But instead, you want to create havoc. You want to create mistrust. You want to create disunity because you think that's the only way that you can get paid. Because notice, if you go back and watch that punk ass video he did today, the only thing that he could talk about was not about the victim, who we're going to get to and who I've already explained we need to be addressing. He talked about, well, don't support them. Y'all just need to leave the debate league and come over here because y'all ain't doing nothing over there. I don't fuck with y'all because y'all told people not to mess with me. When the Pop was trying to tell him about Domo, the first thing out of his mouth is, no, I don't go at people if they don't come at me. You ignorant bastard. You think I don't see through this? Let me help you, bro. Since you asking for a GoFundMe for $150,000 for legal fees, you know what you should have did if you gave a damn? You should have asked for a GoFundMe to help for that little baby's psychology, for some type of psychological help. Because she, whether this happened or not, whether you say it happened or not, she's going to need some type of psychological assistance for whatever happened, if it's a lie or if it's the truth. But instead of being a fucking forward-thinking man and your wife running around here talking about she an advocate, if you're an advocate, why didn't y'all raise the funds for that? Instead, you raising $150,000 to sue people because they want you to do what's right. Nigga, you got the right fucking one. Don't you ever in your life part your dirty lips to call me or my brothers pedophiles for the rest of your nasty life. Now, we can't change what Soleimani did, and we don't condone what Soleimani did, but we also acknowledge that the brother has done his best to change his life. And the one thing we will not say is that he is a pedo or a molester, because the paperwork does not show that. Now, I admit that what is on that report looks horrible, and I told him that, and he acknowledged that. And we are doing everything we can to get those transcripts as well, because they are old as hell, 17 years old. So when you look in the system, you have to actually make an appointment, put in a request, and wait for them to send them. That's what we're doing right now to make sure we can see the transcripts. Until I see everything in that case, as Torah teaches me, I cannot make the end final adjudication. But everything that I can see right now, based upon the charges and everything we see in court, that brother is not a pedophile, as you keep saying. And even when you look at what the statement is on the incident report, that is not a pedophile. He did not try to have sex, or as you keep saying, he did not try to rape that little girl. So you just keep going around here peddling all type of nonsense instead of addressing what we need to address. So now the final thing that we are going to do is we are going to address it. We're going to put parameters in place to prove that we are making changes in this community, which our elders have not done. And I don't care who you are. Nothing has been done and put in place to take care of our women and our children, especially in these type of situations. Now, maybe there's some people doing that in private, and I applaud you. But as a public situation, we have not seen it. The second thing, if I don't do it, I'm asking somebody else to. Let's figure out how to create a GoFundMe for real, or some type of fund for real, for the poor little victim in this situation. Make no mistake, fam, as I keep saying, she is going to need a tremendous amount of psychological work, cognitive behavioral therapy, and more than that. Who knows? Because we don't know how that thing has traumatically affected her life. But like I said, instead of focusing on that, your dusty ass decided to sit back and make this about everybody else except for you. Well, I'm going to tell you what, anytime you want the debate or anytime you want the action, we can work out an unbiased platform. But you get into the point where we can't even trust you and come to your weak ass platform because you're too busy being all in the video, all in the commentary, pressing start, stop, pause, and all that extra shit, even in the middle of debates. And you want to tell us that that's the big league. No, it's not, nigga. That's the sabotage league. Because anybody that come over there is falling victim and prey to your agenda. Even when the pod debated JJ 7000, the first thing out of JJ mouth is, no, this is not the debate. That means you didn't do the proper things to make sure that everybody was on the same board. Everybody was on the same point. We don't have that problem at SBDL. So please stop bringing the debate league up. This is a personal problem that you have between you, Napah, and Solar. And so what you did was try to take it and attack the debate league, and that shit don't work over here. We will continue to press forward with the debate league. We will continue to have season 4. We will continue to give the people what they want because we are building and we actually care about the people. We have not made merchandise of them. Oh, y'all need proof? Well, then go and find out what he did the night that we was trying to press him to talk about Polight. He goes on there and tells everybody, well, I need $5. I need $10 so I can go live. Polight didn't even show up. Then when Suave pressed it on him, he said, well, I needed money for laundry and food and all of this. You're making merchandise of the people. That's right. Let that sit in. While we're saying everyone else, from Queen's Throne to Nyla to Cynthia to Taz to everyone else, to Tasha K, everybody else that's covering this, they're saying, we're not messing with you because you refuse to give us what we need. Don't you say that you're a pioneer in the Black conscious community? You trash. And then you brought the young brother Domo. You let your wife bring the young brother Domo in that today when you know that his actual personal brand is attached to him and he ain't said nothing to you. He's actually going out of his way to say, you know what, we support Solar, but I'm going to do my best not to say nothing crazy about your platform, about your program. But you couldn't even have enough control of your household to keep her from going at him. And you call yourself a man. You talking to us, bro. You got the right Israelite now. You threw Judah Nat Zera and Rob at me? Judah Nat Zera get drunk or be high and walk around in his drawers and teach Torah. You out your mind. All right, Daryl Holly. So let me explain to you why I'm not hating on Sinetta. Because Sinetta got on his platform today and literally called me a pedophile. He called me a pedo. So how am I hating on a man who publicly went out and called me a pedo? You're literally showing that you don't know what's going on. If that man wouldn't have had my name in his mouth, we probably wouldn't even been here. And the crazy thing is he know how to get in touch with me. But instead, because he feels threatened, he decides to keep going out on a limb and attacking people instead of dealing with the proper situation. Now I'm going to tell all y'all, fam, I got enough time, energy, and resources to address this. You have pressed the wrong one. I do not understand why you did it, but I'm going to show you why you should not have. And this ain't no bragging or nothing like that. All praise to the Most High in the name of his holy anointed. Because you have been slandering his name since this started. How did I slander his name? Watch this. I pointed out how he lied in Dr. Soleiman's paperwork. I pointed out how he lied on Taz. I pointed out how he has not properly covered the Polight or the Michael Nowak situation. And I also pointed out how he called every debater over here a pedo. So that's not slandering, brother. That's actually proving why I'm up here going off right now, why Domo went off earlier, and why now we would be on his neck because he is an irresponsible media pioneer. He has proven that he's irresponsible. I don't care who you are. He is irresponsible. And the more you keep giving him a pass for that, the more you show that you like irresponsibility. Here's why he's irresponsible. He continues to slander people. And then when those people prove themselves or they make themselves and show themselves to be right, I was reading that thing. When people prove themselves and they show that they are not doing these things, he doesn't make a retraction. He may take it down, he may not. That's irresponsible. King James says, what's wrong with this guy? You, like the 8th person he called a pedo. That dude has a jacket himself. Exactly. Exactly, King James. Watch this. Here's the funny part. You calling somebody who's anonymous a pedo. You would at least have to show me my jacket, which doesn't exist because I ain't got one. I did all my dirt before I turned 18. I grew up fast. Can't change that. Understand that? I did all my dirt before I became grown. And then any dirt that I did after that, I was smart enough to make sure I didn't get caught because I ain't going to sit here and act like I wasn't running around in these streets and acting crazy. But I ain't got no jacket because I wasn't running around here being no criminal because I was actually trying to figure out how to do things not without being illegal, without being a criminal. But you crazy as hell to come and disparage somebody's name like that when they done built a family and pulled themselves out of being homeless and all of this other shit that we tell black men that they need to do. I take care of my family. I provide for my family. I provide for my family's friends and they friends and they friends' friends. I take their friends and they friends' friends and they friends' to vacations. Showing little black boys and girls what it's like that you can actually build a lifestyle and that you don't got to worry, that you can be around grown men and women that's going to treat you right and keep you safe. That's what happens in my household. You idiot. I got a son that's 4 years old and he's in 4th grade. I just printed his progress report today because we do homeschool and he got a 3.89 GPA. I got a 7-year-old who's in 3rd grade with a 4.0 GPA. Do that sound like somebody who doing the weird shit you accused me of today? You stupid, psychotic moron. Yes, that's how you use insults. Because what you did was stupid, it was psychotic, and it showed that you're moronic. My 16 or 17-year-old daughter, now all praise the Most High, just graduated high school and now is applying to go to multiple colleges. That can't happen with somebody who's running around here doing the shit that you accuse me of. We're teaching black excellence in this house. And instead of getting to know me, you're going to be an idiot and run around here and lie. And yes, I can stay incognito, Martin O'Malley, and I'm going to continue to do that. Because idiots like you continue to support people who want to lie and slander people. So that's what it is. If you don't like it, too bad. You should have thought about it before I did. Y'all out y'all stupid ass mind. The only thing you got to say to me is, why are you incognito? Why is this man lying on people? Why is this man allowed to operate with impunity? Why is he allowed to continue to do this to people and we just keep sitting here acting like we don't see what's going on? He dug up into that sister Queen's throne information and lied on her. He running around here calling Nyla all type of names, calling her all out her name. He wouldn't say that to Taz's face. Oh, here you go with the nigga gangster shit. No, that's grown man stuff. You don't call another man's wife those type of names and then run around here and say things like, use a bitch ass nigga, use this, use that. Bro, you out your mind, fam. Do better, son. Do better. And if you won't repent, then we're gonna stay on your neck. And to any Israelites who think because I stay anonymous and all of that, bro, we can have a conversation. I got enough people around here to back up who I am and that will vouch and say they met me because they have. But now we move into a weird ass point where it's like, yo, we can't trust. We can't trust too many people. That's what we saying. Like, I can't trust you to be an adult. Yeah, that's why I keep to myself. That's why I stayed incognito. Now, I dare anybody to tell me what I said that was wrong tonight. Tell me where I'm misplaced. Tell me where my facts are inaccurate. You can go fact check me. Because when you go and fact check him, you find out that those papers are doctored. You cannot accuse somebody of rape when they have not raped anybody or they have not even been accused of rape. But you know what happened? Michael Nowak is accused of sexual battery right now. Why haven't you used your resources to tell us about that? That's all people keep saying to you. Instead, you want to take this and turn it into some type of psychotic attack on people's personal agenda and personal life. I tell you what, brother, that's not going to work. That ain't going to get you where you're trying to get. You complaining about losing money. You complaining about all of these things. Maybe you should look in the mirror. Because as I said, you got the resources to do this, not us. Now people are coming and they've been built up, and there's some people who do this, who have created and dedicated their platforms to nothing but media. Shout out to Taz. Shout out to Nyla. Shout out to Cynthia G. Shout out to Solar Mind. Shout out to Harka Bay. Shout out to Dr. Inky and all of these other people who you seem to think are just dead set on destroying you when they actually are telling you that you need to do better, old head. Because if you keep talking about the Bible, you should have been repented by now. You should have been repented by now and gave us a better option. But instead, you just keep attacking every young brother and sister that keep coming up until they got to shoot at your ass. And I'm talking about through the internet, because we're not talking about actual physical shooting, because y'all crazy and y'all try to lie on people. So what we're going to say is this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Either do better or we're going to really keep our foot on your neck, bro. You did the most disgusting thing that you can do to a black man today, and you accused several black men who you have no proof of any way, shape, or form of being pedos. There are over 40 debaters in this league who are actually trying to take care of their family, raise good families, do good for themselves. And when we see anybody that has any way, shape, or form of any propriety, i.e. a certain Muslim that was in this league that said it was okay to talk to little girls, we ran them out of here. Everybody will attest to that. We had a brother on the line who said, oh, well, 26-year-olds can sleep with people that are 16. We ran them out of here. Our track record is proven. But instead of addressing what you needed to address, you chose to attack us, and that's where you made a mistake. So I'm going to tell everybody right now, number one, get your soul right. Get your life right. If it is something wrong with you, repent. Get it together. But other than that, our sole focus needs to be on making sure that, number one, this little girl and her mother are okay. I am not concerned about Sonetta's defense fund when we have a young girl who is potentially devastated for the rest of her life. Are you out of your mind? She's potentially devastated for the rest of her life. And you raising money to sue people when you need to be raising money to work for her psychological healing and for her emotional well-being. Bro, I'm waiting for you to prove to me that you're a leader because I don't see it. Now I'm going to show this to y'all one more time because like I said, this seems to be getting lost in the sauce. And now I'm going to say this, that brother should be presumed innocent until proven guilty. All I'm showing is the same thing that the news showed, and that is the charges. Understand that. These are the charges. That's all we ever asked for you to do. Deal with the charges. You showed everybody else's paperwork. I know about what Taz did. I know about what Mighty Hebrew did. I know about what Solar did, but I have not seen you one time cover the charges on this man. And it's too easy to say allegedly. It's too easy to say these are the alleged charges. We're going to wait until we see what happens. But nah, instead, you want to blame everybody else. You ignorant as hell. You understand? So I agree with you. Okay, great. You brought out Solar Mind's paperwork. I did. All right, bet we accept that. You talked about Mighty Hebrew. We accept that. You brought out Taz. We accept that. We disagree with your commentary on it, but we accept that. Bring out this brother's paperwork. Show us that you care. Show us that you care about this victim and show us that you care more about raising money for the victim instead of raising money for your legal personal attack on people because you want to sue people for telling you to do better, because you want to sue people for trying to keep you honest. Until you do that, I promise you, all the people who you thought respect you, all they're going to keep doing is telling you they don't respect you. They shouldn't respect you. They can't respect you. Don't you ever in your black ass life call me a pedophile again. What's wrong with you, bro? You out of your black ass mind. Do better, man. Now, is there any questions in the chat since we worried about who I'm is before I shut this thing down? Are there any debaters in the chat that want to hit the link? Press 1, pop up. I'll post the link for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stick on this thing for about another 5 minutes. If you want to hit the link and speak your piece, I will allow you to do so. Otherwise, I got to get to work. Because unlike what he keep trying to paint, I ain't no lazy, shiftless Negro that's running around here trying to be a predator on women. You weird psycho. How can you say that you gathering money for a defense fund and then say you care about the victim, man? What's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you? You still smoking? And that's a question. That's not a statement. That's a question. Are you still on drugs? He say, tell us how you felt watching them turn in Judah the other night. Hey, you know, I ain't even gonna speak on that, brother, man. I ain't even gonna speak on that, brother. Because that's what they vying for. They want the attention, right? They want the attention. They want to get to the position of, oh, we on Sinetta, as if that's proving anything. Because many of us have been offered the opportunity to be there, right? Many of us have been offered the opportunity to be there. So I publicly made a stand not to go there. I mean, I don't care that they turned on him, Astro. I mean, I don't. The dude is weird at this point. It's weird that he thinks he's on the right side of this. Like, think about this, fam. Yeah, and I want all y'all to think about this. We dealing with people now who are bragging about showing everybody else records instead of dealing with the one record that we're asking them to deal with. Even Jabari had enough sense to come out and say, all we wanted that brother Polight to do was say he's innocent. He hasn't done that, so I don't know. But it's Sinetta's responsibility to do a better job. It is, man. Like it or not, you can't sit here and say all the stuff that you say You can't sit here and say all the stuff that you say and then pretend as though it's not your job to do better. It is your job to do better. It is nothing wrong. The news reporters have even showed the charges. There's nothing wrong with showing the charges. And then you can come back and say, if he's not convicted, well, you know what? We said it was alleged. We said he was innocent till proven guilty, but you're irresponsible. You'll do anything to get over 10,000 likes and hits and views on your channel instead of taking care of our community, bro. It's been some amazing information that came out on that platform, but it's also been a bunch of nonsense that has created nothing but division. I don't respect it. And I don't give a damn if you like my respect or not. But I got a feeling you do. That's why you keep calling people and trying to figure out what's going on. Do better, man. Yo, to the debaters going once, going twice. This your final call. Anybody on the league, if you want to jump on, press 1. I'll gladly post a link for you and I'll let you come in. If not, I'm getting ready to shut it down because I do got things to do. So to the rest of y'all, man, hey, listen, bro. Do not be fooled by the shiny trinkets in the room. There was no farce. There was no plan. There was no nonsense going on that other night. When we hounded that brother, we hounded him for real. Watch this. The only reason you got most of the information was because of how I questioned him, how y'all questioned him, a couple other brothers. We questioned the shit out of that man, and y'all want to keep playing. Sonetta, you full of dog shit. Do better, bro. That's all I'm saying. Do better. And if you can't do better, then turn it over to other people who can. Don't say my name no more, bro. Do not call me no damn pedophile no more. I worked too hard in my life to make sure that I take care of my family to let anything like that ever slide again. You are the worst human being available right now to be doing what you're doing instead of dealing with those charges and trying to come up with a way to raise some type of fund for that poor little girl who we are praying for, who we are hoping and praying that the Most High will protect her and make her be okay. Yo, shout out to the family, man. Peace and blessings. All praise to the Most High in his name of Holy Anointed. Shout out to the Argument League. Shout out to SBDL. Shout out to Unapologetically Israel. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, man. It's nothing but love. We're going to keep building this thing and getting it right. Understand that. We're going to keep getting it right, and we're not going to stop. I don't care how many names you call me. I don't care how many games you play. We all man enough. Our shoulders are big enough to handle this because this is what man do. Shout out to y'all and salute. Shout out to beloved Daud.